Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Russell here, and this is just a quick video to let you know that tomorrow, Monday, July 5th, will be the next application date for the CRB program, and this is for the 20th period of the CRB program. And if you haven't been paying attention, there's been a lot that's actually changed with the CRB as of lately. So at the beginning of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what has changed because of something called Bill C-30 that was passed and how that sort of is going to affect different people who are on this program, and then we'll go into some more detail about some other videos you can watch if you want to get caught up further. Now, previously, the CRB program would have ended after 19 periods, and now that we're approaching period number 20, for many people who have been applying since the beginning, they wouldn't have been able to apply for the program anymore. But because of these changes, well, that extension has actually come through, along with a reduction. Let's take a look at how they've changed the actual CRB information page. You'll see they've updated this blurb, and this is rather new. They say changes to the CRB amounts and eligibility period limits. They say eligible CRB recipients can now apply for a total of 25 periods, or 50 weeks, between September 27th, 2020 and September 25th, 2021. That's currently the final length of the program, but inside of Bill C-30, there's actually a little bit of flexibility. So if politicians decide, hey, based on the numbers we're seeing, we need to extend this program, they have the ability to do so until the end of November, but we're gonna have to keep our eyes open because there might be an election in the middle there, so who knows what's gonna happen. But again, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm gonna keep you updated. And they go on to say here, payment amounts will change to $600, $540 after taxes withheld for each 2-week period. If either you have already applied for 21 periods, you're applying for your first period on or after period 22. That's July 18th to 31st, 2021. Now there's a couple things in there, so let's break that down. The first thing is right here, and that's that for many people, the CRB will be reducing down to that $600 rate. And after they take away the 10% for taxes, which they've been doing since the beginning of the program, that new amount will be $540 every 2 weeks. And of course, that's $1,080 per month after taxes withheld. But that's only going to happen for certain individuals. The first criteria is that you've applied for 21 periods. So this period is period 20. The next one is period 21. So if you've been applying since the beginning, you're going to get this period and the next period at the same $1,000 or I guess $900 with taxes withheld rate. But after that 21st period, that's when you would go to this new changed rate. And also for people who have never been on the CRB program but apply for the first time after period 22 or July 18th to 31st, well then you're going to get that lower reduced rate. You don't sort of get to stack up all the periods that already happened in the past. You'd come in and your very first application would be at this lower new reduced rate. So what this means is that for many people who maybe didn't start applying to the CRB at the very beginning, or they applied for a couple periods and then they got a job and maybe you don't have one now again, and let's say you've applied for 7 periods out of the total 20 that you could now potentially apply for. Well, if you go past this July 18th date, you're going to be able to continue to receive the CRB at the former higher rate of $1,000 per 2-week period because you have the maximum of 21 periods at which you're going to receive that higher rate. Now, if you get to that 21 period point at any time between July and potentially September or November if they choose to extend the program, well, at that point, that's when your reduction would kick in after you finish that 21st period. I hope that makes things a little bit clearer. I know it's a lot of information here and it's a little bit confusing in the way that they've structured it, but I wanted to show you one more thing on this webpage, and that is this section here. It says you may reapply up to a total of 25 eligibility periods or 50 weeks between September 27th, 2020 and September 25th, 2021. So we have 21 periods for people who have been on this program since the beginning at the same rate, and then 4 periods or 2 months at this reduced rate, at which point the program will end unless they choose to extend it. Again, I'm going to keep you posted on exactly what's going on when that happens, likely mid to late September. But before we wrap up this video, I wanted to point you towards a couple other videos that I think might have information that you'd be interested in hearing. And we're going to start off with this one right here. This is the video that I made directly when they actually passed Bill C-30, the legislation that brought these changes into effect. Now, it didn't just have changes for the CRB, it also had things about EI and OAS and CRCB, among many other programs, including the Canada Recovery Hiring Program. So if you want more details on exactly what happened during that bill C30, then check out that video. For those of you who don't already know, my full-time job when I'm not making YouTube videos is as a realtor in the Greater Toronto area. And so I made this video about how I'm starting to see single family homes, the incredible growth that we've seen, definitely in this area and many areas across the country. Well, that could be starting to take a turn, and finally it could be transitioning into a buyer's market, but I'll go over why I think that in that video. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Also, at the very last minute before the House of Commons went on their summer vacation, where they wouldn't be able to introduce or work on any new legislation, well, the Liberals implemented a new bill, and it's actually called the Canada Disability Benefit Act, and they're looking to create a benefit, much like the Canada Child Benefit or a guaranteed income supplement for seniors. This would be a benefit for Canadian citizens who are struggling with disabilities, something that's been long called for by many advocates in the space. But I go over why I think there might be some problems with this program. So if you or anyone you know could benefit from recognizing what's actually going on here, then check that video out. And finally, for anyone who's been following what's been going on in Canada when it comes to cryptocurrency lately, I made this video about how some exchanges here in Canada are actually shutting their doors because of some laws and regulations put in by different agencies, and whether it be provincial or federal. So you're gonna wanna check that video out, and if you haven't already done so, check out the links in the description where you can open up your own cryptocurrency trading accounts and get a free $25 in Bitcoin when you use the link down there in the description. Also, while you're down there, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of this video. Do you have any questions? I try to read as many comments and reply to as many as I possibly can, so let me know what you think down there. And of course, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because I'm gonna keep bringing you up these updates whenever there's some important information that you might want to know. So make sure to click those buttons. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope this video helped you out at least a little bit, and I'll see you next time.